So I know more about the US market, less about the Indian market, but I can maybe make some assumptions about the Indian market is similar to the US market and
Yeah,
try to give a
yeah,
bird's eye view of what I see.
yeah.
So, there has been a surge of number of data science enrollment in the PhD program over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of which, right now, there is a large number of people who have done their PhD in data science. Maybe it's machine learning, maybe it's computer science,
Related areas, right?
but
Yeah,
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 in
yeah.
different areas, computer vision and all that. Turns out there aren't many jobs in the market for those kind of skill set. So I think there are the data science as a whole, there are like two distinct aspects of it. One is the algorithm design aspects of it,
Mm-hmm.
which is where PhDs excel at, which is
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what should the algorithms be.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is creating the data pipelines, creating the dashboards, running the experiments, making sure that the data satisfied all the
Mm-hmm.
compliance and legal requirements and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it turns out that a lot of value in businesses is in just managing the data,
Right.
making sure it's secure, making sure the dashboards are working and
Yeah,
data
yeah,
pipelines are correct and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
As far as getting value out of algorithms is concerned, I see two distinct problems in the market right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I may be wrong, but this is
Mm-hmm.
my understanding of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
There are top companies, let's say top 10 companies in India, top 10 companies in US, top 10 startups in whatever Bangalore, who
Mm-hmm.
understand the value of data science and who try to
Mm-hmm.
hire people
Mm-hmm.
with masters, PhD, or whatever data science skill set to build algorithms
Right.
for their use cases. But there is this long tail of companies, like let's say outside of the top 10, outside of the top
Right.
20
Right.
companies,
Right.
where actually the problem is that the business leaders don't even know where a person with a PhD in data science who designs algorithms for a living, where exactly can they impact their own top line or bottom line.
Right.
And that I feel is a very, very unfortunate situation because all these businesses are struggling to get cash, they are struggling for growth, but they don't seem to realize that having someone who can design algorithms for them can really bring significant growth as long as somebody there knows where those algorithms would be needed. So,
Right.
are they needed in supply chain? Are they needed in logistics? Are they needed in optimization of cost or whatever, energy efficiency, whatever that particular area may be?
Right.
So, unfortunately, that's the situation right now. And
Right.
I'm
Right.
not quite sure how exactly to address that part, which is again comes back to, so this is not an incentive problem. This is just lack of knowledge problem.
Right.
Which I,
Information arbitrage. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I do see that as a problem, right? I think, uh, especially if you look at from a trading point of view or the financial services space, right?
hmm,
I think those businesses are entirely based on effectively on data science and modeling, right?
right,
Your entire efficiency, your entire margins, whatever, right, are based on how good your models are, right?
right,
And
right,
in periods of bad times, like when markets turn bad and all, it's pretty much down to your risk management, which are
right,
also essentially some bits of modeling, right? So I think that industry's figured it out, but the operational companies where you actually have a business, you're running a
correct,
business, right?
correct,
I think that's where there's a big gap between what is possible and what's actually being executed. And as you
right,
mentioned, like uh, I see those opportunities right away, it's there, but aligning stakeholders, convincing them,
right, right,
and pushing through, it's altogether a different
yes,
set of skill sets. And I
right,
realize that the people who have the ability to solve the problems and people who have ability to convince, the
correct.
overlap between them is very less.
That's true.
Which is why I think we are in this state. But
Because, yeah, I think ultimately PhD is not a training in convincing other people
right,
the value
right,
of your
right,
algorithm. It's more
right,
about understanding the scientific process
right,
of
right,
developing those
right,
algorithms.
right,
So you're
right.
absolutely right in saying that the overlap is really very little.